Well, g'day guys and welcome back. Here we are at the start of another epic adventure. This time we're up in sunny Queensland, and that right behind me there is the world's largest sand island, known as Gari, formerly known as Fraser Island. We are here for 10 days. We've got 10 days remote camping over there in some of the most amazing spots in the world. We've got the whole crew back for this one. We've got myself, Dad, Jake, Braden, Bailey, Jackson. Our mate Paul from Paul's Mobile Mechanics is joining us as well for this one. This is going to be really exciting, and we've had this one in the bank for a couple of years. Our last trip over there was with our good friend Steve from Mud Ducks Touring Australia, where we did our first tour of the island and checked out some of the most remote cool spots there. This is going to be very similar to that, but we're going to be checking out some different spots that we didn't quite get to in that last tour, so very, very excited. Fraser Island has this aura about it, and it's one of the most spectacular places in the world, and we're really excited to show you guys just what this island has to offer. It's so beautiful. Before we get stuck into this, guys, we are up here at Inskip Point, which is notoriously known for its soft sand. You have to access this island here by a barge, and there's a very soft point at the tip where very famously people get bogged. So we've got to tackle that first here this morning, and then we are on the island after about a 15-minute ferry ride over. Very, very keen. Before we get started, guys, make sure you head over, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our adventures. This is going to be just awesome. And now you've done that, let's get into exploring the world's largest sand island. Just going to air the tyres down here to about 15 psi, and we're going to stick with that throughout the whole island. There's some really firm bits over there, but there's also some really soft bits, and we don't want to get caught out. So 15 is a pretty good all-round pressure for everything over there. I'm going to drop it down, and hopefully that's good enough to tackle Inskip Point. Well, there we are, all aired down and ready to go. Heading up to Inskip Point now. See who gets bogged.
Getting prepped to get bogged and end up on the Facebook page.
Inskip Point is known for its notoriously soft sand, and countless vehicles getting bogged up there all the time. So hopefully it's none of us. We've got a fairly large convoy back for this one, so myself here, I've got Jake back in the nav, Dad's back in the Ranger, Lockie in the patrol. We've got Bailey and Braden back as well, Jackson and our good mate Paul from Paul's Mobile Mechanics. So 8 cars in total. This is going to be the biggest trip we've done on Fraser cars wise, so very excited to see how it all pans out. Such a beautiful place, and I cannot wait to get over there.
Successful!
Well, we're cheering. No one got bogged. No one's on the Facebook page. We're on the barge. It's pretty jam-packed with all of our cars, but we are on the way over to the island. Righto, here we are. There goes mainland Australia, and we are now on Fraser Island.
Currently going up the beach. Very excited. The weather is perfect on the way here. It was like the most torrential rain I've ever driven in. So to go from 2 days of just straight torrential rain to this, it's pretty crazy.
I can't tell you how good it feels to finally be back on the nice beachy sunny shores of Gari. So this is the world's largest sand island, and it is by far one of the most popular tourist attractions in Australia. It feels so good to be back here and have 10 days on this island to explore, show you guys around.
So we're currently driving up the east side of the island. We're heading up towards Yorong to find our camp for the night, and then we'll probably head into the shops to the bakery for a pie for lunch. But we're going to try and go and secure a good campsite for the night. The weather is amazing, so I reckon it's going to be a beautiful day.
Righto, here we are at Yorong Beach Resort. This is our first stop here, and this is one of the main supply points on the island. There's a big resort here that a lot of people use as a base to go out and explore. We're just stopping in here to have a pie at the bakery, have a look around before we head out and find camp for the night. It's nice and warm up here in Queensland, so I'm going to take my legs off. So this is Yorong Bakery. Dad and Paul and everyone are enjoying the freshly made pies here. Sort of a tradition for Fraser. Last time we were here with Muddy, we stopped in here for the first trip, and now we're back here again for our first stop. So we're gonna have a little look around here before we head back out onto the main beach and look for a camp for ourselves for tonight. One thing's for certain though, it's bloody hot.
I remember staying in that building.
It's like a sea of Next Level shirts here. I think we might know all these people. Don't forget to head over and get yours, guys. nextlevelgear.com.au. Well, that is beautiful sunny Yorong ticked off the list, our first stop on the trip. Time to jump back in, head down the east coast and look for a spot to camp for tonight. Crazy how quick the ecosystems change on the island here. We're just on the inside of the dunes going through one of these camp zones, and it's thick dense brush. We're literally just over the mound. There is nice beachy shores. It's crazy. Well, there we have it. This is going to be camp for tonight. A little bit of exploring through the shrubs here behind the dunes, and we found ourselves an opening big enough to fit all of us in. This is the biggest group that we've actually had, and we've had to fit all 8 cars into a spot, so we've managed to pull that off. We've got 2 nights in this spot here. We're going to have a bit of a relaxing one this afternoon, and then tomorrow we're going to be jumping in and exploring the inland lakes of the island. So we're camped on the southeastern part of the island right now, and there's a whole bunch of lakes in this little area that we're going to explore tomorrow. But for today, we've got ourselves a beautiful day, beautiful sky. The beach is literally 15 meters away right there, so super keen to get set up in this spot. Well, we have camp all set up here, nice and warm this afternoon. Actually thinking about dropping the tent back down so my solar panel gets a nice bit of coverage here for this afternoon. A really beautiful spot. I'm going to grab a beer, I think, and head down, have a look at the beach. Nothing like a cold beer on a sunny day by the beach. Next Level Gear stubby cooler. We've been doing a lot of work on the merch lately, guys, over at nextleveladventures.com.au. We've got stubby coolers, patches, stickers, and a few merch packs as well. Definitely recommend heading over and checking it out. We're also working on a few new things to bring in for summer and also next winter, so keep your eye out, nextleveladventures.com.au. Head over and have a check. Some items are even on sale and have free shipping. You can save a heap of money on merch at the moment. Man, this is just beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky. Looks like I just come off a postcard. It's an all-time spot. Cheers to that. Just playing around on the beach here. I'm a bit bright red, but you can see just down there, laying in the sand, there is a dingo, which is really cool. Plenty of wild dingoes on the island here, and they're all purebred, which is really cool. Gari is one of the last places you can find a population of purebred dingoes in Australia. They are native to the island here, and it's really cool. So they're obviously protected and they're purebred, so There's a very small population of purebred dingoes in the mountains and some in the desert, but this is like a sanctuary for them because the population here is 100% purebred, which is really fascinating. As you can see, that they live a hard life. He's just chilling there in the sun. How cool. Feeling a bit peckish. We have bought stacks of salami on this trip. It's all going to be eaten.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, we should have got a kilo.
Anyone who knows us well knows that we will consume a large amount of salami on this trip. Yeah, this is such a beautiful part of the world, and super grateful that we're out here and that we get to explore this amazing place. And the beach is just literally right there, and this is only the first night, so really excited to see what else the island has to offer for us over the next few days. It's just so beautiful, and super grateful that we get to explore this place. How crazy is this? So we're standing here talking to you guys right here, and have a look just there. Right there, just near where my finger is that dingo from before. Super sneaky. It's getting closer and closer down to the campsite, so it's pretty important on the island here that you don't feed dingoes and you don't habituate them. So their survival depends on them being able to forage and hunt their own food. If we're giving them food, that completely ruins that, and they sort of tend to look for humans to get food, and we don't want that at all. That's how the native sort of lifestyle of the dingoes and ecosystem is destroyed. They keep everything in check on here, and he's just hiding right in there having a good old snooze. Hey, how cool is that? I'm actually really stoked that we have seen our first dingo so early on in the trip. Previously we didn't see a dingo last time we were here for like 6 or 7 days, so it's cool to see this one right here, and yeah, he's just having a good old time. Well, it's truly cool to see them out here in their natural habitat in the wild. The sun's just starting to head down behind the hills over the back there, so we're going to get some dinner going. So we're going to use the back of Dad's car to cook tonight. He's just a little bit away from the rest of us because we all crammed in down there. Dad and Paul come back over to this little opening, and they're camped in here. So we're going to do something really out of the ordinary, experimental for us. We've never done this before. Sausages and onion on the grill, and that's dinner. Well, Paulie's eating good tonight. Pork, sausages, and even some veggies. Might have to tax some of that. Thrown some pork on for my brother Luke, so we're really stepping it up tonight. So there we have dinner, an onion sandwich with a side of sausage. It's golden hour, isn't it just beautiful? Well, that is pretty well going to do us for tonight. We have a big day of exploring ahead of us tomorrow. You can't have fires here on the island, so everyone's just kind of moseying around after dinner. Going to head off to bed pretty shortly, I think, and looking forward to seeing what tomorrow brings. Not every day you get to see a beautiful sunrise like that. So picturesque here on the eastern beach of Fraser Island. Beautiful sunrise here. It was a pretty good night last night. Slept really well. The sound of the ocean definitely helped me sleep last night, which was great. And we have been greeted to another beautiful day of weather, which is just fantastic because we have a fair bit of exploring to do today over the south side of the island. I think though, I'm going to grab a coffee and enjoy this beautiful sunrise for a little bit longer. Just got the Aldi Special black coffee today. Nice. Never get sick of this. Super grateful that we've been able to experience this spot with such nice weather. Awesome. So today's itinerary is going to be southwest sort of side of the island where we are now. So we are camped on the southeast side here in one of the lowest camping zones that you can camp in, purposefully of course, because we want to explore every little bit of the island as we move more progressively north. So today we're going to be heading straight out to the west with all the best luck to a little settlement called Ungawa, and then we're going to be heading up and back down via the inland lake circuit, so hopefully checking out Lake Birrabeen and Lake Boomingen. Those are the two lakes that are on the way down there, so really looking forward to that. It's going to lead us actually right back here for tonight, and we're going to camp again in this spot here tonight before moving north tomorrow. So that's the general itinerary or plan, and plans do change, so we'll see. We always play to conditions, and some of these tracks are very sparingly driven down, so yeah, we'll just play to the conditions and see how the day goes. And I mean, there are no bad spots on this island, so I'm just looking forward to it. Really grateful to be here in general. It's sort of kicking in now, second day, and the beauty of this place is just unmatched. The sun shines a little bit differently here in Queensland, that's for sure. Righto, time to get this thing packed down and get exploring for the day. So I've been running a new sleeping setup up here for the last few trips now. I finally bit the bullet after a few years of owning this tent. The mattress started to get a little bit firm, and I could start to feel the bars on the underside, which is fine. I mean, I've had it for like 5 years, so it's definitely proven itself. I decided to get myself a self-inflating mattress, and my God, does it make a difference in terms of comfort. Been loving it the last few nights, and I've had it in for a few trips now as well. Makes a huge difference, and I'm definitely glad I did it. Charlie.
So where we got to go back down to Dilly Village?
Hey?
Did you film it?
Yeah.
Get it.
back out onto the eastern beach and start heading down the inland lake circuit. We're going to be aiming to head first directly over to the west coast to a place called Ungawa, and then we will be heading back through the middle and down the inland lakes. So I'm looking to see Lake Birrabeen and Lake Boomingen, which are two massive freshwater lakes on the inland of the island, which are yeah, pretty spectacular.
Just heading out of Camp Zone 1 now, heading onto the main beach.
Here we are back out on the eastern beach. Fascinatingly beautiful. We're heading down south now to turn in towards Dilly Village, where we will begin our trek across to the west coast. As we move towards the centre of the island a little bit more, the ecosystems change so drastically on Gari here. So off to the left we've got normal bushy shrubs, bit of a swampy terrain going on there, and then up here towards the centre more, it starts going into rainforest, and the closer we get to the centre of the island, the more thick and dominant the rainforest ecosystem becomes. It's quite fascinating, and you can't really find that ecosystem change so quickly anywhere else in the world. Gari is so unique for that. So this is Ungawa. It's a beautiful little spot here on the southwest side of the island, accessible via a few inland tracks in which we took through the back of Dili village there, down near where we were camped. So what's really cool about this place is this old jetty that's right here behind me. So back in the day there was a lot of logging that took place on Fraser, and that is why Central Station exists as well, which we'll look at in a couple of days. And just here at Ungawa there is a big old building just over there, and a massive ramp where an old boat used to come in, and they used to take the logs off here, which is a really cool thing to see. It's obviously all in ruins and it's barely holding itself together. It looks like one gust of wind would blow it over, but really cool to see old infrastructure here. It's a really beautiful spot. The west side of the island, it's nice and calm here compared to the rough seas of the east coast. So look at how beautiful and calm that is. Amazing. Now, how nice is Ungawa? It's such a great spot to head over and visit. We have just departed there, and now we are beginning the inland lake circuit. We're heading down to Lake Boomingen, it's called, and we're going to have a look. So this is Lake Boomingen. It is one of the larger freshwater lakes here on Gari, and this is at the southeast sort of side, a little bit more towards the centre of the island, and it's an often driven past attraction here. It's very beautiful. When you come and you walk down and you see just the vastness of this lake, it's incredible. What's really cool about this lake is along the shores there's this redness. I believe it comes from some sort of like the tree roots or something like that, or the sap of the trees, but from an aerial view of this lake it looks like the lake shores are bleeding. It's a really cool effect. It's so peaceful out there. Beautiful weather for it, just a serene, picturesque afternoon here. Amazing. Now it's time to head off to Lake Birrabeen, which is the second lake on this little inland lake circuit.
It's still leaking out of it.
So this is Lake Birrabeen. It's on the inland lake circuit of Gari here. It is one of the most beautiful inland lakes on the island. It's a lot smaller than the previous one we were just at, which is Lake Boomingen. However, both are freshwater lakes. This one, however, is not affected by the red sort of tinginess in the water like Lake Boomingen, and this is pretty popular for people to swim in. It's less popular than Lake Mackenzie, which is the most famous lake on the island, but it's just as beautiful. The water is crystal clear here. You can see just about to the bottom the whole way out, which is just beautiful. You really could just sit here and soak in this view all afternoon. It is magical. It's so peaceful, so calm, and it's just one of those places that the camera just doesn't do enough justice. You've got to see something like this, and super grateful that we got to explore the inland lakes today in such beautiful conditions. There's not a single cloud in the sky and the sun is just shining, which is when these lakes really stand out. Amazing. We're going to start heading back to camp now before we lose the sun completely. It's just sort of dipping in below the tree line there. We've had a full day of exploring today on the inland lakes, which is great. Time to get back, set up camp and get some dinner going, I think. Righto, now begins the journey back to camp. We're in our race against the sun going down and also a race against the tide. The tide has just changed, and that peak high tide where we're camped down in zone 1, a lot of the beach is not exactly drivable, so fingers crossed we get back within the time window that we have. Otherwise we're going to be enjoying a camp in the Euron car park. We're back out on the main beach now, and yeah, it's a close one. We have only got minutes to spare here. This is intense. we're counting waves here. Wow, that was the most intense 10 minutes of the trip, I'm telling you. That was crazy. We literally only just made it back in here by minutes, I would say. Very, very grateful that we made it back. Gonna get set up quickly before the sun goes down. No. Well, I've never been more glad to crack a beer open at camp. You know, it was rough when there's water dripping off the solar panel. Another beautiful sunset here on the east coast. The sky is just hitting that twilight hour. The sky is just starting to go that blood red colour. It's so beautiful. You can see the tide almost come right up here. That's what we were battling with on the way down the beach. That's crazy. Righto, time for dinner. So I've decided to hijack Dad's stove again for the second night in a row. Gonna have some steak, chicken curry pasta for dinner. Nice sizzle. A bit chunky. We had a really great day today of exploring. I'm going to top it off with an awesome dinner. I've got some curry chicken pasta just cooking up here on the side, so steak and pasta, love that combo. It's going to be great. How nice is this? A few bits of steak, a whole lot of chicken pasta. I really love this chicken pasta because chicken curry pasta, you can actually mix so much in with it, which is really nice. So sometimes you'll see us mix chicken and stuff in with this. It's a great thing to bring out camping. Well, cheers guys to a great dinner after a great day of exploring. Looking out for dingoes left, right and centre here. Last night after we went to bed, 3 or 4 come through this campsite, so it's super important we don't leave anything out. It's obvious that they know that humans leave food behind, but the last thing we want is for them to become habituated towards humans, which is where they come to humans to look for food. That's where they become dangerous, and we don't want that. But they are bloody sneaky, and they love to sneak up on you and try and steal your food. Well guys, that is today done and dusted for us, I think. Time for bed. I reckon we've had a pretty big day of exploring today, and yeah, really looking forward to seeing what tomorrow brings. We'll see you guys in the morning. Well, on that note also guys, I think it's about time that we split this one up into another episode for you guys, so it's not too long. I hope you've been enjoying so far, and the beautiful scenery of Gari is just such an amazing place. If you guys have been enjoying along, please head over, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next parts of this great adventure. And yeah, thank you very much for watching this one, and we will see you in the next part of this amazing adventure.